What's up, guys? Last time we talked about Hasan was actually only 3 days ago when he had a mental breakdown in his Discord over his declining viewership. And I thought that was it, but it seems like God has a plan for Hasan this couple of weeks, and he's blessed us with some of the most embarrassing clips I've seen in a while. Basically, Hasan was attending some protest in Australia, and one of his fans came up to him and asked him to stop drinking Coke Zero and to boycott it, because apparently it supports the wrong side of the war. And the look on Hasan's face when this happens is absolutely priceless. He cannot believe that his audience is this mentally ill. Here's a tweet by Willie Mac Show. This is Hasan's audience. Even he's annoyed at what he's created.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much.
I'm sorry, I forgot
really
to say
lovely.
you need to stop drinking Coke Zero on stream.
Why?
It's boycott.
Wait, is it?
You're preaching pro-Palestine and you're drinking all this boycott stuff. Please,
Thank you.
Hasan. At least pretend. Do it off stream. Please
Okay,
don't
I'll put it in.
pretend.
I'll put it in a glass. Is Pepsi okay?
No.
Is it?
No soda,
I didn't know. I didn't know it was like that.
I'm trying to stop it, isn't it?
How could you, Hasan? How dare you actually drink Coke Zero? This is absolutely gone too far over here. You might as well be funding the war over here. Jesus Christ. Now, this is the moment that Hasan realized that his fan base are some of the biggest losers on planet Earth, like literally the most terminally online rejects to grace this universe. That clip was genuinely hard to watch. The amount of cringe I just experienced is beyond measurable. But what I love about this is that Hasan is finally reaping what he sows and realizing that his audience is filled with a bunch of crazy people trying to do this sort of fake activism. Because the fact of the matter is, this is exactly the fan base you've cultivated, and you pretty much deserve every second of this, and I genuinely hope that more of his fan base runs up to him so he understands what kind of an effect he actually has on the real world. Now, on the flip side, I can take this chance to share my story. The other day, I got recognized while at the mall, and we took some photos and stuff, and they were perfectly respectful. We hung out a bit, and then I was on my way. And, you know, I was like really happy after it happened. You know, it's always nice to meet you guys. If you ever see me out in public, don't be afraid to say hi. I'm always down to meet you guys. But basically, after seeing this Hasan clip, I value that experience like 1,000 times more now because I see what's on the other side. This is what happens when you pander to a bunch of fucking loonies, you know? And even though I may not be as big as Hasan on the internet and my influence might not be as big yet, my experience with the internet is still 1,000 times better because our community is just infinitely more enjoyable. Like, I don't have to fear going out in public and being approached by a bunch of crazy loonies like this. I know you guys are gonna be perfectly normal. Here's what the replies are saying. Trainwreck says this laughing. What lol? She just outright did the quiet part out loud. Admitted the boycotts are for optics only. We have to act like we care. That activist. Now, if it wasn't obvious to everybody, these people do not give a single shit about what they actually preach, okay? They don't do any sort of useful activism at all. They pretty much just want to pretend to look good to other people. This is pretty much the equivalent of the black squares on Instagram for BLM. You're just pretty much useless and trying to virtue signal to everybody else that you're a good person, which is exactly why she ran up to him, because she wants to be viewed by everybody on the stream or everybody else that, oh, she's such a good person. She's advising Hasan down the good path over here. And the fact of the matter is, like, she doesn't even care. Her saying, like, oh, just pretend. Oh, just, like, you know, drink it off stream, but on stream, don't show it. It literally just shows that it's performative activism. Like, if you actually cared about it, you wouldn't be saying that. The whole thing with these types of people is that you just have to act like you actually care. And that's pretty much exactly what Hasan does. He probably doesn't believe a single thing that he preaches. And the fact that he's actually convinced people he cares about these situations is the greatest scam of all time. Now, there's actually like a conspiracy that Hasan is the greatest troll of all time, and pretty much everybody is just getting played, because a portion of the internet, like, we literally find it hard to believe that someone could exhibit his level of genuine stupidity, right? It's kind of like if you took Patrick Star straight out of SpongeBob and then made him cringe and political instead of actually funny. He has some of the worst people on earth in his audience. You know that he forgot about it 3 seconds after he walked away. This is wild. This is so freaking funny. Look at how much he cares. And, you know, he said that, oh, I'll put it in a glass so that you don't show, like, the logo on stream or what drink he's drinking. And, you know, people are calling him out for that to, like, appease the fan. But to be fair, if like a crazy person, you know, came up to me, I would pretty much say anything to appease them because, you know, you know, they're unstable. They could do anything. Like she might have slapped him in the face if he didn't agree or something, you know? And the best comment, they deserve each other. I couldn't agree more. Turkey Tom quote tweeted saying, "You reap what you sow." Thank you. That might actually be the title of the video. This is like watching a Skyrim NPC come out of nowhere and give you a bullshit quest that you will never finish. Dude, if I couldn't even drink a glass of Coke on stream and my fan base like mauls about what I'm drinking, dude, I would lose it, man. That is so pathetic. No truer word said, and he never said a true word again. Okay, so I think these tweets were directed at H3 before. Also, I should warn you that those who engage in cancel culture generally live to regret it. I'm not going to come after you, but the chickens will definitely come home to roost. And this kind of happened to H3 when his audience became very extreme, similar to what is happening to Hasan. You will be held to higher and higher and soon impossible to maintain ethical standards by the very mob you currently wish to please. Exactly. Literally just drinking something on stream is not acceptable now. You can't even eat some McDonald's chicken nuggets because apparently they're funding some war somewhere. Then you will make a mistake and then they will devour you with glee. Please take this warning seriously. I liked you. Everybody's calling him cringe when he tweeted this, but this is exactly what's happening to these people. Now, to absolutely nobody's surprise, Hasan fans are absolutely mauling. If you want to know where Hasan and his mods are at mentally during this viewership downswing, they're now banning 30+ month subs for clipping moments from the stream. Seems like the Destiny Hasan cross-posting ban that Hasan lobbied for so hard isn't helping. A message to Hasan's community: stop clipping shit to LSF. Please, someone who I've now banned, clip the fans scolding Hasan for drinking Coke onto LSF. It is now spread to the worst Twitter users and all context is removed. Please stop living on LSF. The mod who posted this privated his account supposedly to prevent brigading. It seems more likely to me that he realizes how insane this would look to outside observers. Banning a 31-month sub over clipping a moment from your stream is ludicrous. 31 months, bro. I can't imagine being subbed to anyone for 31 months, much less a multi-millionaire, dude. Jesus Christ. Use that money for your own life. Goddamn. Privating account temporarily because I don't want this tweet regraded. Just spread this message among Hasan's community. I'm actually livid. They just can't handle Hasan being watched or clipped by anyone that dislikes him. Shocking that he's falling off when his long-term fans and supporters are treated this way. Dude, if you've subbed to like Hasan or any of these streamers for 31 months, you need some mental checkup. You need a psychiatric evaluation and you need to be put in a straitjacket because you are not fit to handle your own money. I wish there was a way to limit clipping to people over a certain amount of months subbed. Not saying it would prevent all bad faith clips, but it would make it damn harder. That's right, the only people who can clip Hasan are people who are perpetually on his In fact, nobody is allowed to criticize Hasan at all because obviously he's the cult leader. Let's make it a rule that the only people allowed to clip Hasan are people who have been paying him for 31 months. That sounds like a wonderful idea, you absolute ignoramus. You know what? I'd agree with you, but the sad reality is this was clipped onto LSF by a 31-month sub. I thought once I told Hasan to change clips to sub only that this would stop, but alas, even Hasan's own fans are clipping this sort of stuff. They probably thought that it was a great clip. It was like, oh, I would have done the exact same thing, so let me just clip this so that everybody sees, so that we can call out Hasan for rightfully committing the heinous act of drinking a Coke Zero. Like they probably like fully agree with this type of behavior, dude. This is so funny to watch. What context does this mod think that was removed from that moment? It was literally in complete context. Now, Hasan cock-writers are obviously going to be like, well, that was completely out of context. I'm sorry, what context do you need to a random crazed fan coming up to Hasan asking him to stop drinking Coke Zero? I'm sorry, there is no other context. Literally, dude, every single time Hasan is ever criticized, you'll have these absolute lobotomites in the comment section. Well, actually, this was taken out of context. Well, actually, you're being intellectually dishonest. Like, dude, get a life, man. It's not. It's the entire context is there. We all know what we're criticizing here. Calm down. Hop off the dick. Stop harassing my daddy. I mean, Destiny tweeted, seriously though, it's hilarious to see a guy who spent so much time character assassinating people with 30-second clips cry so much about people clipping and pasting his own shit, and it wasn't even out of context. That's the thing. Like, Hasan will do this literally all the time. He will remove all sort of courtesy from the other person. He'll take these short clips and, you know, brand people as a certain thing, usually just racist. He'll just call everybody racist because, you know, it's hard to listen to the words of a racist at all, right? So if you brand them that way, then you don't actually have to listen to any of their arguments. Now, here we got Hasan's #1 PP rider. In fact, this guy is so clout hungry, I might even just block him out or something, but this guy will defend Hasan till the ends of the earth. About every 17th video I get recommended on YouTube these days is some version of this video, always less than 1,000 views and always whining about Hasan. Hasanabi complains about his viewership decline and this person has 300 views. Oh yeah, you're totally right. All Hasan critics are completely irrelevant and they get no views at all. It's almost like you ignore all of the ones that actually do well, because, you know, you would have to listen to what they say and actually platform their arguments and have people listen to the fact that Hasan is a complete fucking moron. Keep huffing that copium, dude. Maybe Hasan will sleep with you one day. I have the biggest smile on my face, man. Hasan's downfall is one of the most glorious things I've got to witness. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. I know I will. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.